But we haven't started yet. Brett, get started.
Welcome to episode number 260 of the Keep Up Podcast.
Where we're the mystery inside the hostess cakes.
I don't know if I would like if they had stuff like in the cakes.
You wouldn't?
No,
like if they have
what?
If they have like a
What
little,
is it?
like a prize.
I like how we both immediately checked our mics after we started.
Well, because I was like, is mine straight?
I have new headphones on and it's kind of messing with me a little bit.
God.
It's fine though. We should be good.
So not only
They're actually old headphones.
is Brett super sick,
I'm not sick.
broke his knees,
It's not broken.
about to go on vacation.
I am about to go on vacation.
And I don't know, he watched 2 movies.
I did actually.
He also has new headphones.
Yeah, well, they're actually old headphones. The headphones we've been using have expired.
They're no longer with
the
us.
cable kept like wonkifying the audio.
Willy Wonka?
Yeah, dude, and it was driving me crazy.
Dude,
But
that's wonky.
you know what? We're still here, and we're still ready to rumble.
Yo, let's get ready to rumble.
I wanted to say something cool or funny, but it just didn't happen.
The Rock came back to wrestling.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why are you telling me that right now?
Just because we said let's get ready to rumble.
Okay.
And it's just, I don't know if it's a good or bad sign.
Yeah.
Does that mean
for who? For him?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's his roots.
it's his roots. Yep.
And so maybe it's just like a nice thing. He might be paid well.
Maybe it's just a nice thing. Oh, he's getting paid well.
Oh yeah, to have The Rock.
If he's not, that's a bad.
Especially considering, I wonder what his track record for like positive score on his movies are, because he's been in a lot of stuff.
He has. That's true.
But I don't know how well received a lot of the stuff was.
I also don't know that information.
Ah,
What I do know
yeah,
is that this is the Keep Up Podcast where I'm Brett and Tim is Tim.
that's me.
And we talk about all the things we consume, be it media or food, and that's what this is. And it's fun, and we're glad to have you here.
Yeah, me is too.
I don't believe Tim. He sounds ingenuine, but
Wow,
I meant it.
dude, I am the genuine body.
I am the genuine body.
The genuine body.
That'd be a cool band name, I think.
Yo.
The Genuine Body.
Nah, the
Yo, what's
genie
up?
body.
We are the Genuine Body.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
But what do they sound like?
You gotta punch me the right way.
Oh, it's a different song than I remember.
If you wanna eat grilled cheese,
Ooh.
there's a house I built for you.
Dude, that song kind of bangs. It's got those weird drums, though.
It's so good. That's the drums?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda. Go get a drum kit and play it for me.
I need a drum kit, actually.
Do you think we're gonna get to a point where there's such thing as like a portable drum kit? Like you could
All
like
drum kits are portable.
Yeah, but like you can put it in a suitcase.
You can. They're called drum cases.
I mean like a small one, but you can unfold it and do a whole like drum kit.
So it like changes sizes?
Yeah, like you can like fold them or they're like what's that thing, like when you're making a tent, and you know how sometimes they're like there's the auto tents that automatically open up when
it's like collapsible?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be tight.
But I don't know how you could get the sound.
The engineering of that kind of thing would literally be unlike anything we've ever.
Do you think we're
I guess it would kind of be like a tent, but
Yeah, but for drums.
other than that, it would be unlike anything.
You're right. Anything ever created in the history of man
Right.
or machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which are the main histories, I feel like.
Yeah, the main two.
Yeah, man and machine.
Right. There hasn't been much else.
Animals.
What have they done for us, Brett?
Bacon.
Okay. I'm convinced. I'm sold.
Okay, animals have a real history in Tim's mind because bacon.
Bacon. That's it.
Bacon.
You have achieved a higher level of respect for me, animals, with bacon.
You know who I respect?
Who?
Our patrons!
Whoa! So do I.
Thank you guys for being patrons. You're the most excellent type of people.
The moist excellente.
If anyone else listening who is not yet a patron is interested in some extra bonuses, you can go to patreon.com/thekeepup. You can also hang out with us all over the place at the Keep Up Podcast. Nothing's wrong with the audio. That's just Tim making some noise that...
That's just how moist excellent you all are.
Oh, gross. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, thank you to our patrons and also to everyone else who's listening. If it's your first time here, I should tell you that Tim has two fingers up right now.
Right.
And I don't know why either, so we're all the same.
Because I got 2 tickets to paradise. Sorry. I set it up and I went slower so Brett could catch on.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, the bus rides too far. When's the last time you've been on a bus?
It was when we went to DC.
Was it a
few months ago, maybe?
Was it a fancy bus or was it a normal bus?
Well, it was a fancy bus to me because I don't get on buses like that a lot. Yeah. I don't think it was fancy. It was normal, but it was a big bus because it was like take you to the airport bus.
Okay, yeah, those are nice buses.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
How come those buses aren't used for everything?
Like
why do we live in a world where the cheap buses are the buses to get people
places? Those are the ones, dude.
Why can't the nice, expensive buses be used as normal buses?
Dude, the kids have been telling us that they have this new bus driver this year and they can't stand him because he's almost killed them multiple times.
Oh my God.
Apparently he can't remember how to get anywhere. So he keeps pulling over. So he's late to pick up all the kids and then he's late to get everyone back to the school. And he keeps pulling over while they're driving to look up directions.
Oh my God.
To where he's going.
He can't have like a GPS up or anything?
I don't know. That's what's so funny to me is like all my years of riding a bus, I mean, I probably just didn't notice it, I guess, but I've never seen a bus driver just like pull all the way over and look up directions.
No, I feel like, don't they practice the route during the summer?
Yes, I think they do. Because I do remember being perplexed as a kid, like, how do they know where to go?
It's amazing.
I never understood directions as a kid. It blew my mind that mom would just know how to go places.
Sometimes.
I'd be like, yeah, sometimes. But apparently there was one time recently, I think it was last week, where the guy pulled over so far on the side of the road and there was like a drop off the road and the whole bus tipped just a little bit. Ugh. Literally enough that every kid on the bus started screaming because they thought they were falling.
Oh my God.
And I was like, dude,
did you guys like call?
Rach tried to call the school and the school was like, yeah, I have to talk to the bus company. And Rach was like, oh, what the heck? So she tried to call the bus company. They picked up and they were like, oh, we'll call you back. And then they never called her back.
Oh my God.
And then she was gonna call again, but she's like, I don't want to be that mom.
Well, if you're concerned for your kid's safety.
I know.
And how stupid of the school to be like, oh, we're not like involved in this. Like,
I guess that's how it works.
It's a different company that deals with your children.
Yeah, it's
not the school. It's so dumb.
Do you have a tissue?
I have, yeah.
I am sick.
The hand. Oh,
I'm not sick.
If Brett brings
I'm not sick, dude.
into the house,
I'm not getting sick. I'm not breaking anything.
Breaking the law.
2 days, dude. That's
2
all
days.
I need is 2 days.
Well, once you're on vacation, it's not like time stops. You'll still get sick over time.
No, but I'm saying like I need to just not get sick or anything
for 2 days. Right, but if you are getting sick.
Right, but that is not the thought.
I got you.
The thought is I need to stay not sick for 2 days. I don't think I'm sick. I think these are just allergies.
Gotcha. So if you're good for the 2 days, once you travel to this whole new place, you won't get
strangers,
strange drinks, strange food,
different, like
you'll be in a hotel that you hope is clean. Dude, I get you. It's so much logic.
Then I'm safe. Just saying, I just gotta get there. I'm gonna blow my nose.
Okay. And I will make a noise.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I tried to sound like a nose.
Oh, see, I feel better now.
Oh, see? Guys, it was just allergies. Relax.
You know what would be obnoxious?
What?
Is if I couldn't sleep because of my hands being broken.
Right.
They're not actually broken. Because of work. And then my lack of sleep lowered the strength of my immune system. And then I got sick right before we left.
That's a recipe for disaster.
So I'm hoping that's not what's happening right now.
No,
because I didn't sleep much last night.
Dude, just wear a mask the rest of your life.
How will that help?
Well, at least for the next 2 days. Because then, remember, once you go to the magical place, you can't get sick.
Actually, it's not even 2 days. It's just tomorrow.
It's just tomorrow. But then you got to wake up early. Which everyone knows, if you wake up early and go outside, sickness is in the air.
I know, it waits. That's when it's up.
It's, early.
Dude, I saw a couple stinky kitties outside my house the other day.
What do you mean stinky?
Skunks.
Like you said, a couple?
2 of them.
2?
Yeah.
What
I went
were they
outside.
doing?
There was one in our little garden.
Mm-hmm.
I heard some rustling. I looked down and it scurried away.
Oh, dude, I hope they don't get in your basement and poop.
Nah, they weren't. They were just checking it out.
They're just checking things.
They were just being stinky kitties.
Well, you know what else is a stinky kitty?
Tell me what.
Movies. I don't know if you've seen the Stinky Kitty movie, but
All right, we're going to movies. That was the best transition ever.
Barry, welcome in, buddy.
Hello, Barry.
Oh, you can fold them? At least I think my brother had one. Like real foldable. Oh, you're just talking about drum kits in general? We need to find a new way for me to scroll chat.
Why are you so far back?
Because this.
But why is that so far back?
Because spacing. This is what we figured out last week, that I had to be farther back because...
Why?
I don't know.
Sit up.
Okay. We're going to change it mid-podcast? Dude, there's not enough room.
Well, unscrew that and slide the whole arm.
Slide
closer.
you.
You still got headroom.
Got butt room.
You...
Oh, chat isn't on the screen. What an idiot. Again, it's because I was having major issues.
You refreshed it. Yeah, that sucks. You missed a couple stream days.
Yeah, so I streamed Friday, and we got a couple hours in, and then it was just trash. But that was like the hurricane day.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
When we were supposed to. It wasn't bad here. Was it bad for you? It didn't even rain.
I got rained on really heavy at work. I was in Maine, and I got hit pretty heavy.
Because that's where I hear it got.
It was windy.
Yeah.
It was really windy.
The windy came...
The windy.
The windy came on like Saturday or Sunday. Like it was I think it was on Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tried Friday, it was a mess. Saturday I tried. And when I say a mess, I got to stream for like 3 hours and then it just completely just wouldn't get back on. So I tried again Saturday, same thing, streamed for a couple hours, then it said no thanks.
Yeah.
And I was just too frustrated and annoyed, so I didn't do it Sunday. Because I was like, it still wasn't working because I have this like little test thing that I can use.
Oh yeah, testing is good.
That'll let me know how it is, but the connection. So.
The connection.
Barry, thank you for being the special baby, the specialist baby.
So special.
Brett, you have something to say to Barry as a special baby?
I just love the way that Barry berries. I haven't seen a lot of berrying, but the majority of the berrying that I've seen just pales in comparison. Like, I don't know. Some people berry and it's like I see what you're doing, but now every time I see someone berry, I just think of the way that Barry berries, and it's just doesn't. I don't know. It feels silly that other people try to berry.
Yeah, it's not really unburyable either.
It is when other people try to berry.
Right.
That's unburyable.
That's unburyable.
But it's like more than buryable when Barry berries.
Yeah.
Bars.
That was Brett just rapped for you guys for free. Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Charlie, back to you. Charlie. That's what you are right now.
Some other guy just shows up.
Yeah, she just walks in. Well, that just wiped out the mic, I think, when we sang. The Rock has been the highest earning male actor for several years now. See, why is he going back to wrestling then?
He probably wants to. Maybe
yeah.
Misses it. I don't know.
It's just fun. You know, I think he got punched.
Got punched?
Everyone gets punched on wrestling, but he got
sure.
punched. So it is a real thing, Susie? Or are you just talking about drum kits in general? How does Tim not respect chickens? Because they're my food. I don't need to respect... If I respected chickens, I wouldn't eat them. Right?
Oh, I guess that tracks.
Because if I respected animals, then I wouldn't eat them.
Right.
But the only way I can consume chicken with how much chicken I eat, I need to have no conscience.
It's almost disrespectful how much chicken you eat.
Right. Yeah. That's why I have to feel nothing.
I get it.
That's why I'd feel nothing.
Right.
It's okay, though. It's okay. That's why me and chickens don't get along.
Right.
When I see one, I make it cross the road.
Don't punch
I just hit everything.
I know.
Okay. Oh. Cup of noodles? More like cup of Brett's sickness, right?
What?
You're ill.
I'm not.
I have cup noodles on my shirt.
Don't put this on me.
Don't put it on me. Get good, Tim. Collapsible electric jump. Oh, electric. That's real. That's a real thing. Okay. I think he enjoys it. If I had to guess, He seems to genuinely enjoy the wrestling stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
I want people to do things they want to do. Whether you're
Right.
rich or not, do the things you want to do.
But if you're not rich, you might not be able to do all the things you want to do.
Right. But that's why you work towards getting rich. So
I
you
see.
do everything. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I feel good about the chat box now. It's a little low, a little high. It's fine. Okay. I think we're good. Movies?
Yeah.
I got movies. I gotta pull up my stuff. Hold on. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. Let me pull up the notes. Holy crap. Oh, wait. I gotta go to the website. Oh my God. Okay, I'm there. Hi, my beautiful children. My mic may be in a new spot, but my heart isn't.
Tim's talking to the chat
Uh-huh. Because we're live streaming this?
on Tim's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Collection Revolution.
Yo, look at that. We're like smooth or something.
So if you're listening, shouldn't recognize that the mic is in a different position.
No, but I could sound different.
That's true. It could affect the audio. That's
Yeah.
true.
Where's the thing? Okay, we're good.
We're good, dude.
Okay, Brett.
Yeah.
I initially put this in news, but I decided to move it to movies because there's not really news about it.
Okay.
It's just a thing.
Right.
Disney.
Yeah.
Heard of them?
Yes.
You know they exist?
I do, yeah.
They just recently released an official animated film collection.
Okay.
Comprising of, is that the word? Comprising
Comprised of?
of 100 animated Disney movies. Now the list is staggering, and it's right now it's I see it on Walmart, and the list is so big that it's like it blends together on the website as one
Oh my god.
jumbled mess because it's too much text, too much
insane.
font. So I would read the list, but I'm not gonna.
It's not even possible.
But it goes all the way up to Elemental, which is the most recent. So it's Pixar.
What's their
Disney and
earliest?
Pixar. Whatever the first Disney movie was, Snow White. So yeah, it does include some, but not all of the direct to DVD movies.
So it's gonna have all the heavy hitters.
Yep, all the heavy hitters. I should pull up the list, but anyways, it just includes like everything from Pixar, mostly everything from Disney. You'll probably miss like 2 movies that no one even knows exist.
Right.
All the Dark Age, dinosaurs in there, which I was very excited about.
Yeah.
Brett,
Oof.
it's 18 Blu-rays.
Yeah.
How much do you think this is gonna cost?
$2.99.
$299?
Yeah.
It's a great guess. In fact,
Feels like a decent guess.
I agree that that's probably, I mean, because you got to think, what are they selling the Blu-rays for?
$20.
$20
Right? At least.
each, right? And Barry had a good point. 18 Blu-rays to house 100 movies. That's pretty crazy, honestly.
That is, yeah.
That's like you can fit a lot on a Blu-ray.
Right.
This comes at the very generous. Disney is known for their generosity, for the great pricing of things. $1,499. It's gonna cost you a crispy $1,500 to buy
Okay,
this collection.
What's crazy is I'm like, all right, if you do the math on the 20 per,
yeah,
but it's not going to be anywhere near $2,000.
no.
But it's actually kind of close.
It's crazy. I mean, realistically, that is a pricing that makes sense if you were to say, yeah, $15 a movie. Barry with the quick math, $15 a movie. It's fair, I guess, right? But like,
so yeah, it's fair, yes. But who's it for? Like, I mean,
I don't know. So a couple of other like little bonuses with it. It does come with a big collectible crystal Mickey ears with exclusive Disney 100 graving. This also is available in limited quantities. I don't know how many exist in the world, but it's pretty collector's item in that regard.
That's good because I imagine there will be limited purchases.
I don't know who's buying this.
Yeah.
As cool as it is to have every single
That is very cool.
Disney movie. Now, here's the thing. It will be outdated in a couple of years. You'll have to start buying your the movies again if you want the whole collection.
Yeah, I mean,
the big thing
but you're already caught up in one big chunk.
right.
You know?
Right, you have a gigantic chunk. So yeah, it comes with the collectible, the crystal ears, the Mickey ears.
Yeah.
3 self-standing volumes, so that's just the box. I mean, it's not crazy.
It's just the movies. You're paying for the movies.
Collectible lithograph from Disney Wish, a film that celebrates a century of storytelling from Walt Disney Animation Studios, which that one's not out yet. And then a certificate of authenticity.
Those will both find their way into a drawer or something.
Right. You wouldn't even keep it with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty obnoxious.
That is.
And like, I guess comparing it to what it shows on Walmart right now, Beauty and the Beast, $20. Little Mermaid, $20. These all come with a digital version too. So you're technically getting 2 copies.
I mean, it's cool. And that is an insane, like, that's a huge collection.
Yes.
Very cool. I mean, those are all very, like, heartily sought after. I mean, I remember trying to get all the DVDs, and then they started putting it on the Blu-rays, and it was like, you buy those one by one.
Yep.
Then I had to stop at some point because there were just so many, and I was like, which ones am I actually going to watch?
Plus, like, right, how obscure do you want to go? Because this reaches pretty far. There's some movies I've not heard of that are listed in the early years of Disney. And some, I don't know if they're still doing the Disney Vault, so I don't know how easily accessible some of these are.
I was going to say with the Vault and our recent, like, loss of some digital media, it does make you be like...
This would be the best way to just cross it off.
Yeah.
This would be a lifetime purchase. Like, this is a thing that you would pass down.
You passed out for real.
For generations.
Yeah, 100%. Especially with all the Pixar stuff in there. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty good... I don't think it's a good deal, but it's a cool collection for sure.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Power Rangers, the complete series.
What does it mean by the complete series?
So the complete original
Mighty
series.
Morphin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where was that set? Well, they have the DVD set for $35. You get the entire series for $35.
Yeah.
Which again is the complete original series.
Yeah.
There was another superset. I didn't pull it up because I didn't think I'd talk about it, but I was like, I'm curious what the comparison is.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you want it on DVD, it's $35.
Totally worth it.
35. And I guess the end to all that is you can watch all these movies on Disney Plus.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
So I don't know if that defeats the purpose of it because technically speaking, you don't own those.
No, but you do have access to them all. I don't know. Are they starting to show commercials on their stuff?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is it anything?
Yes.
What is?
So I have seen, I want to say it was Prime. Maybe it was Hulu though.
Okay.
I think it was Hulu.
Hulu has kind of always showed commercials. It just depends what one you're paying for.
It was one of their, that's what's annoying. It was one of their like originals. And I'm like, I'm watching
you're watching
show on your platform that I definitely don't pay for. I don't even know whose account it is, but
at this point, right?
It's one of us is paying for it. So that's crazy. But I was just wondering if that's starting to happen.
Because I know like a lot of other companies are looking at getting rid of the password sharing.
Yeah.
I think Disney was next, I think they said, or Max, one of the two.
But like, didn't Netflix try it and they were like, meh.
No, they did it. None of us have.
They did it?
Like, well, you guys had to get a new Netflix, right?
No.
Because all of us.
Oh, we've had it.
Oh, so they did it. Because I think who was on it? Bailey was on it, and she was like, oh, I can't sign in. Oh, and then Sabrina, and they've done it.
Oh, they did it?
Yeah, it's already happened.
I didn't realize that. Rach and I are kind of, well, no, Sim uses it too, but she's been watching Gilmore Girls, which is on a different...
Sim's watching Gilmore Girls?
Yeah. Yeah, she
Why?
I don't know. So apparently it's like a... I've never seen Gilmore Girls, but I guess it's like it's a very fall vibey show. I mean, everyone can watch whatever they want. But I don't see her as a Gilmore Girl watcher yet. Anyway, just started watching it, and she's like ripping through it.
Yeah.
Like, at any given moment, I'm like, "Where the hell's my daughter?"
She's just watching Gilmore Girls.
So I come downstairs, and like, "What are you doing up there?" And she's like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "You just watched like 8 episodes of Gilmore Girls?" She's like, "Yes."
I'm just into the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. So she's been watching that.
Good.
But I haven't gotten kicked out of Netflix yet. Rach and I must not be on there at the same time.
Well, you guys must own your own, right?
We do, but I just mean...
Well, the password sharing, so it only will allow the people who are living in the house that the credit card's charged or whatever.
So, like, sometimes I use my phone. Does it matter where I am?
No, so everybody just gets kicked out. So if you're... I think That's a good question, actually.
Because like sometimes I'll put something on, like I put on a comedy special while I was at work the other day.
Right. How does it determine that you are?
But does it just know
That's
my account? I don't know. That's weird.
Because I can use Netflix when I'm not home.
Yeah.
And this is the house that it's being paid on, right? That's the account. But you're right. I don't know how it knows.
How does it know?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It's a great question.
I never ran into that problem.
I thought it was a great question.
Dude, it was a great question.
Personally.
You should get a raise.
Thank you.
A raise in. So yeah, Disney's super expensive.
Yeah.
And Power Rangers is cheap. So
yes, that is the moral of the
decide what you want in life. Speaking of decisions,
yeah.
I watched a movie.
What is it?
That I've been wanting to watch for a while.
Oh, and you finally decided to watch it.
Yeah, I watched Inside.
Inside.
Willem Dafoe. Stars him. And that's about it.
I don't know what that is.
So this movie,
you told me about it, maybe.
Yeah, it kind of flew under the radar because there wasn't much like buzz around it, which I'm surprised because everyone really loves Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, of course.
I think, anyways, and he kills it in everything he's in. But he is an art thief, and he's going to this wicked expensive penthouse in the middle of New York.
Wicked, dude.
Wicked, and he's going to go steal some art.
Yeah.
He steals it. And there's a malfunction in the security system as he's trying to escape. So apparently the guy's like, hey, the best way to stop a criminal is to just lock him in the house. So everything has like titanium steel padding and he can't escape.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in any scenario would be okay because the guy would return home and be like, hey, you got to go to jail because you're a bad guy. But the guy who owns the place is on vacation for like 30 years. At least that's what the movie portrays.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. It's a survival movie.
He's stuck there.
He's stuck in there.
Yeah.
But as part of the security system, all the water shuts off in the place.
Oh, shoot.
And again, because the guy went on vacation, he obviously doesn't have a stocked fridge. He has some stuff, and so it's about him surviving and being alone.
Interesting.
And it's, I mean, you watch it for Willem Dafoe because he's does what he does best.
Yeah.
Goes nuts, crazy, fun to watch. It's he's great.
Yeah.
The movie itself, I feel like has some flaws.
Okay.
As far as, and it's as simple as the alarm going off and nobody does anything about it. Because it's super loud alarm and no police get contacted or anything.
That's weird.
So I don't know what the point of the security system is if because
if ever you would want a response to that, it's while you're on vacation.
Right.
And your alarm goes off in your art.
But I guess you could consider it maybe the malfunction of the security system.
Okay.
And maybe it just couldn't send out the signal. I don't know. That was really the only glaring thing. Is like, because he's in a penthouse, like there's a bunch of floors, like there's people, because there's security cameras that he can watch. Again, this guy's filthy rich, so maybe he owns the building.
Yeah.
So he's watching other people while he's like making time go by. But nobody heard the alarm. I don't know. It was just kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
And so
that is weird.
And throughout the movie, he tries to find different ways to escape. So it's cool to see what he thinks of and like certain aspects of being trapped in a modern, like rich place.
Yeah.
But having like no necessities for survival.
Yeah.
Like water, like food, stuff like that. It's just weird because he's like going through the house finding things that rich people wouldn't traditionally have. Like no one has secret snacks under the bed when you're rich.
You wouldn't?
When I'm rich? No,
Yeah.
I would have my robot butler bring it in.
I guess. But then I would keep secret snacks so the robot butler doesn't eat them.
You gotta watch out for the robot butler eating your snack.
I gotta keep some even secret from him.
Right. You always gotta have secrets.
Yeah.
And that's another part of the movie. There's lots of secrets.
Oh yeah.
This rich guy might be a little crazier than we all think.
It's like an escape room movie.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Thanks.
He's trying to escape.
Willem Dafoe is great.
Yes.
He can definitely carry a movie by himself
And
for a long time.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally a keeper.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's, again, cool ideas, cool concepts. You definitely feel claustrophobic, even though there's a lot of space.
Sure.
Like, the things he tries to do to escape are pretty cool, pretty clever. So,
is it streaming anywhere?
yes, it is on Amazon Prime Video.
Nice.
That's where I saw it.
Get it.
And it was good.
I love that.
It was a good time.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched one of my first spooky movies of the season.
He's starting, folks.
I actually, well, if you count Hubie Halloween, then there's 2. But I watched, on a whim, I watched Haunt the other day.
Oh.
Which I think last year was the first time I watched it, or maybe it was 2
I was going to say, I thought you watched it last year, because you were watching all those, like...
the haunted house movies. Like, that genre is definitely one of my favorite genres. I know we've talked about that before. In rewatching this, I just wanted to bring it up. Haunt is I won't go over it again because we talked about it before.
Last year.
Have you watched that one?
Yes.
You have watched that. Yep. You like it?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, definite keeper. Hard recommend. There's a couple, like, when in rewatching, there's a couple of funny lines that I'm like, why would they write that? That's so silly. Like, there's one early on where the 2 girls are talking, and one girl's telling the other how her boyfriend sucks. And she's like, he's an alcoholic. You want to know how I can tell? Because he's an alcoholic.
Wow.
And I just don't like that. Whatever that is, where you just say the thing again.
Dude, don't you know that an alcoholic is just an alcoholic?
It's funny sometimes, I guess. Like, there are situations.
It's funny to be an alcoholic, Brett.
Yeah, there are comedic situations.
Wow.
Maybe.
Messed up, man.
You know?
Messed up.
Like,
I want to call all the women ghosts you offended before.
Oh my gosh. What a weird callback. But I bring it up. So, Haunt Keeper, it's currently streaming on Hulu. I think it was on Shudder before.
Everything's on Shudder.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much stuff there. But I bring it up to mention, I think I have found my worst... What, a lighter?
No.
What was that?
I'm just moving.
Your thumb? At me? Taking a picture?
Just good stuff, man. Good stuff.
All right. It was multiple thumbs up?
Yeah, like, good stuff, man. You're doing good.
Looked a lot like you were lighting a lighter. My least favorite horror movie trope.
Yes.
I can take running and tripping over and over and over again. I can take it.
Okay.
I can take it. I can take standing and screaming for too long. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Run away. But I can take that.
Sure.
I cannot take when there are multiple antagonists and one of the protagonists finds a weapon, uses the weapon successfully,
yes,
and then drops the weapon in like a moment of like aftershock and leaves the weapon.
It leaves it behind.
When they know there are more dangers around every corner. You just had a functional weapon.
Yes.
It is proven successful. And you drop it and back away like, oh.
Because they're shocked that they killed someone. Or injured them bravely.
Right. One or the other.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the worst.
I've seen it multiple times. I think it happens in Halloween. I want to say Kills.
It happens in every Halloween.
Actually, I think it's the same friggin' weapon.
It probably is.
I think it is. I think they're both.
It's the most iconic of weapons to slice with.
No, it's a stabby boy.
Oh.
It's not. This isn't going to spoil anything. I think it's a pitchfork.
Oh, I thought it was a fire axe.
They use like a pitchfork.
What movie has a fire axe?
What the hell's a fire axe?
Just like a...
Like an axe on fire?
No, it's like a bigger, taller
fire axe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know how to explain to this man what a fire axe
like with
is.
Yeah.
It's got the long handle. It's for fires.
I just couldn't understand what a fire axe was.
Yeah. It's okay. So, yeah, dropping the weapons and
hang on to it.
Yeah, I don't like when they stab someone and then they don't like smush their head.
Yeah, you want to be sure.
Like when they're
you want to be sure
dead on the ground.
Yeah.
Just curb stomp them. I've already.
Could you actually do that though?
No, I would just whatever weapon I was using, I just smack them again.
Yeah, I do get. Yeah, you give them the old one too.
Right.
But I do get, like, at some point in my life, I was like, all right, I get when someone, like, shoots or stabs or something and they don't, like, grotesquely murder the person.
Yeah.
Because in real life, you would be like, okay, I wish I didn't have to do
like,
that.
this is messed up.
Yeah. So I do get that.
But you're right. Like, knowing that there's other people around, you still should be in survival mode.
Yeah. Or, to your point, in the, I mean, I mentioned the movie, but in Halloween, it's like, don't ever not have a weapon on you.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing in your history with Michael Myers tells you should walk away from the weapon.
Yeah.
And then I watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, baby! I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
It is out of control.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of control.
It's insane.
It's if anyone is unfamiliar somehow, I actually don't know what year it came out.
I'm gonna say 80.
No, it's 80s, right? It's gotta be 80s.
84.
Yeah.
You got a guess?
I think that's probably right. I'll go 86 just for
I'm usually pretty good with these.
Kicks and wiggles. Because I don't think it's earlier. It feels earlier for
What'd you
Cheese
say?
Factor, 86.
Dude, I was way off. It's 88.
88?
Mm-hmm.
It's that late in the game?
I guess so.
Doesn't feel that close to the 90s.
Yeah.
So this movie, it's so funny because as a kid, when I saw it, it freaked me out.
Yes.
You know, like it really.
Because the clowns, whether or not it's a comedy or not, depending on how you view it, the clowns are creepy.
They are very scary.
Freaky.
That's the thing, is they are the best. The best part of the movie is these costumes, these like animatronic clowns, and they're so scary, and it is debatable whether it's a horror or a comedy. But what's funny about it is I hadn't remembered. The acting is atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
It's so bad, and it's so funny. In the first 5 minutes, there's one girl who looks at the camera, and I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie.
Like left in on purpose or accident.
No, it's an accident.
Yeah.
Because she's talking to a character.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I'm talking to you right now and my eyes go over to stream, like just checking the cameras
you just
on.
spike it, yeah.
And it's in the middle of a line.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you never said anything about parking. And then she looks at the camera and back. And I was like, did she just look at me? Like, dude.
Does she know she's in a movie?
Crazy to see. And like, you know, some of the act, it is like, it's so cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is camp. This is 80s camp, like to the nth degree, which I knew, but I haven't watched it in so many years.
Mm-hmm.
And like probably since I was young, like since I was a kid. I mean, I'm still like super young.
Oh yeah.
But ever since
you're the youngest man alive.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've said to myself. But ever since I was like a kid, I think Crystalia.
I think so.
About himself. Oh yeah, you listened to I forgot you ever listened to him. Yeah. And then in my head just now, I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard Crystalia be like, I'm the youngest man alive.
I was stealing a joke.
That's really funny. So yeah, it's been so long since I've seen it, and watching it, what I do really love about it is the movie establishes that, and this is for anyone who's unfamiliar with the plot, that something shooting through the sky crashes, and what resembles a giant circus tent is actually a spaceship of some sort, and there are in fact killer clowns from outer space that emerge from it. And once they establish that, it's just like, it's like a sketch comedy show where it just goes like scene to scene to scene to scene. Like, what are the clowns doing?
Yeah, what kind of crazy antics are they getting into?
It's like an open to a sign, like it'll say like Big Belly Burger or whatever, and then it's like a clown walks up, looks at the sign, and it's like, begin the scene. Like, now there's a clown in a burger place. What will he do? And then it's like, you know, the police station, and a clown walks in, and it's like, random biker gang, like outside of a bar.
The type of people in that movie is insane.
It's so funny. And then there's one that kills me. It's so good. It's just a guy. It just cuts to like a road with a guy racing down the road and one of the clowns driving an invisible motorcycle next to the car. This guy you've never seen before. They're just going to all these different shots, like showing how the clowns are terrorizing people. So I just thought that was so funny as I'm watching it. Like, the structure of this is literally like, all right, guys, we're going to introduce the clowns, and then let's just think of weird stuff they would do and just film every one of those ideas in the movie.
It's just a bunch of like goofy moments.
Why do you love it? I didn't know you...
I've always just really liked it. I think it's funny. I really like the cocoons. Like,
the cocoons are great.
The cotton candy cocoons, especially what stands in my head is like when they pull the cotton candy and the faces.
That is oddly grotesque.
Yeah. And so it's got some like juicy, gross visuals.
It does.
And it's definitely one of those like, because I watched it when I was 14 and I went to my friend Trevor's house. Oh, man. And we used to do
such a fun watch with friends.
Oh yeah, so we used to, and maybe it's just because it's nostalgic at this point, but it was like, it wasn't every month. I think it was every like 2 weeks. We would go. I would take the bus to Trevor's house on Friday, and a bunch of us would get together after school because I was in high school at this point, and we would just watch a couple scary movies.
Cool.
We saw we watched so much Fear.com, The Grudge, The Ring. Like we just went through the pantheon of
like
horror.
the best.
Yeah, and then, so it was like 8 of us. We got popcorn and we just like all jumped on the couch, and so that was one. And I don't know why we picked it. I think Trevor really liked it.
Yeah,
and because he was super into horror at the time. So yeah, so
awesome.
it was a really great.
It is great.
experience.
Like
Mhm.
I was curious. I was like, when you said, "Oh, I love that movie," I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, really? I didn't know."
And I don't go for camp too much. Like
That's why I was surprised.
yeah, because I like it, but I don't like when I think of horror, I generally like give me the grotesque, give me the like psychological messed up stuff, give me the scary.
Yeah.
But Killer Clowns is just fun. It's just really fun.
What is interesting about it too is it's so like, it's kind of a tonal disaster.
Mhm.
Like it's all just camp, I guess.
Yes.
Like you can't call it just comedy. You can't, but it definitely is in there.
Mhm.
You can't call it just horror. But like the gross stuff is real gross.
Yeah, like it's
really
good
over the
practical
top.
effects.
Yeah, the practical effects are great.
Mhm.
It's kind of like it's almost in league with Evil Dead 2, except to me Evil Dead 2 is like it's a level up, like as far as the horror goes and the grotesque goes. Like it's definitely not, they're not on the same level as far as camp, I guess, but they're both in the same arena a little bit.
Yep.
What this really makes me angry about is that you love this movie, but you can't get behind Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like what?
Because those aren't. Some are fun.
That's what I thought.
Some are fun.
I want.
I love Bloodsport.
Yeah.
That one's great.
That's like his least campy movie.
That's why it's great.
Except when he does the voiceover for himself as a kid.
Yeah.
Sir, please.
Please, sir.
Please teach me.
So yeah, Bloodsport's great.
Bloodsport's great.
I
want Jean-Claude Van Damme. Not even any of his characters.
Yeah.
I just want Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I want that movie.
We'll get pretty close. I mean, in Mortal Kombat 1, which we'll talk about later.
Oh yeah.
There's a Jean-Claude Van Damme suit. Outfit, right. Johnny Cage, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I have to buy that game tonight.
So
we should do our 1v1 with Mortal Kombat 1.
Are you gonna get it?
I will for that.
Okay.
I mean, I want it anyways.
Yeah.
How much is it?
$70.
Wait, can I play it on anything?
It's modern. You have to have PS5 or new Xbox. You could play it. Do you have the Series S, or is it Jazz's?
No, that's Jazz's.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could buy it and play it on his. I could borrow it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
To do.
Well, we can do it local too, because
Oh, that's true.
So.
That's fine. All I need is to film each of us.
Yeah.
Follow Brett in the Dark on YouTube. So yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is great. I've been trying to compile in my brain what are my musts every year. Spooky season musts. And I've seen there's a bunch of titles popping up now that I'm like, I feel like they're on right before October, and then they're gonna take a bunch of these. I don't know why it happens that way, but like summer ended, Jaws just got put on Netflix,
which was weird,
super weird.
Yeah,
and then I feel like it's gonna be gone by October. Like,
you know what?
Like you watch that in the summer or around Halloween.
Yeah, that's it, and it's never on stream. It's always on AMC.
Yeah,
it's been there for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
I want my horror movie watching to be like I think, well, it's freeform now, but the like 31 Days of Halloween from freeform. I think it'd be fun to just exclusively watch movies from that channel.
That would be cool.
Because I wonder like what collection of movies they have. Because I'll probably catch like Addams Family.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of because that's one that's always on. That's about it. I feel like it'll just be a loop of that. But it would be fun because I always, there's always that like search or decision paralysis.
Yes.
When you're like, there's so many things to watch.
Yeah, dude.
So with TV, with cable, they'll pick for you.
There's one platform, I forget which one it is. It might be Bloody Disgusting on Instagram. It's at least monthly, but it might even be weekly. It's monthly, and it gives you every horror movie on every streaming platform.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then
they update it
on Instagram
weekly or monthly. One of the two.
Let me see if I can confirm.
Yeah,
it's probably monthly. Weekly would be.
Is it a link, or how do you see it in the post?
They just post it's like just a photo, like with the list. It'll say Netflix, every horror movie.
How can they do that? There's got to be at least 1,000 of them on Netflix alone.
I think it's like what was added.
Oh, okay. So it's
this
not.
Month.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But even that, I don't know how they know that.
Yeah. How do you I don't
How do I live with
How do I live?
I want to know.
What?
How do I live without you?
How do I so Keeper for Killer
If
Clowns?
you ever go, how do I ever survive?
Wow. Did you fart while doing
I
that?
don't know what you're talking about. Absolute Keeper. This is saying, oh, this is Screambox TV. So it's similar to this.
Okay.
This is like Bloody Disgusting.
Thing came up.
Damn it, Timothy.
I don't what do you mean?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, 100% a keeper,
Yep.
but it's a niche vibe.
Yes.
Watch it with someone,
Mhm.
have fun with it.
Yep.
It's not a, it's I don't know if I could even say so bad it's good. It's just camp.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not, the creature designs are great, iconic.
Mhm.
There are some really hilarious moments that are like, just the camp is kind of awesome. It's
Yeah.
endearing after like a couple of minutes.
Yeah. I want to bring my canteen and my tent
Yeah,
and just watch the movie.
of course.
Because it's so camp.
A couple of goofy ice cream guys. That's
Yeah.
us, dude.
Yeah, we're a couple of goofy ice cream boys.
Did you see the trailer for Goosebumps?
I didn't yet, actually.
It
Looks good?
It looks pretty good.
Does it look like mature
Yeah, it
horror?
does. It
Oh, I don't know.
And- I think it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus and Hulu.
Why does Disney have? Yeah, you said that on the.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't find who shares the.
It's okay. You know, someone will find it.
How do I ever
Help us.
ever survive?
That's all I had in movies.
I wish I could sing.
Brett, don't ever say that sentence when you have a million albums out there.
That's rapping. That's different.
Dude, you're using
I have
your
a
voice.
couple. I have a couple singing.
Yeah, you've sung sing songs.
Like on a common goal. Stuff.
You've sung songs.
What other movie did you watch?
Nothing. That was it.
That's it.
That's it.
Is it time for video
Please
games?
down for video games.
Hey, I need to take this off for a second. Oh
Yo.
my goodness.
Bexy, welcome in. Long time no see. Hope life's treating you well.
Hello.
Let me get caught up though.
Welcome, life.
Oh yeah, the Disney Blu-rays? Ridiculous.
Crazy.
Ridiculous.
Crazy, dude. That's way too much.
Barry's gonna pass out.
I'm going to die.
But most of these movies have been out for years, so they should be in the $5 range probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do Disney movies ever degrade in value? And for anybody who's catching the stream right now, Disney released or is releasing a 100 movie collection, which will have 100 of their animated movies, including Pixar.
It's $8,000.
And they're charging $1,500 for it, which is insane, which is crazy.
It's crazy.
I can buy a lot of years of Disney Plus for $1,500. You could go to Disney for $1,500. Maybe. Probably not, actually. You're get close.
Yeah.
Closer than you would
You
with
could
the
if
movies.
you're going solo.
Yep. And if you live in Florida.
What the hell is the...
There's bloody disgusting.
What is the 365 Days trilogy?
365 Days trilogy?
This Rotten Tomatoes post says, with 0% movies, 365 Days is the worst reviewed trilogy ever.
I've never heard of it.
I haven't either.
What are the reviews? Did you hear, though, that Rotten Tomatoes has been... people are being paid off to write good and bad reviews about it?
Of course they are.
Yeah. Like, well, I guess it came out that a ton of the people... Like, all the reviews are very skewed.
Like, it's actually confirmed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think it was the past
Wow.
5 years. This was like a month ago, I think. I meant to talk about it on the podcast, but I didn't get around to it.
that's crazy. Dude.
Yeah, a lot of what was it? It was like emails got released and certain people involved. But yeah, just companies, like big companies, would pay a couple of reviewers to review it positively, and raise the numbers on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dude, everything is a lie.
Yep.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's super brutal. If I can find the link, I'll share it to you because it's crazy.
Yeah, I'd be interested to read about that.
I think I saw Batsy in here.
That's
Hi, Batsy. Oh, I loved Gilmore Girls when it came out. Fast-talking coffee shop drama. Are they only in a coffee shop? Do people die in the show? I don't know much about Gilmore Girls.
people die in the show.
I thought it was like a CW drama.
You're a CW drama.
It didn't end particularly well, if I remember right, and they did a reunion set of episodes to tie up loose ends, but I never saw it. Get to it, Susie.
What
You
the-
gotta see how it ends. Brett gets a 100% raise on the $0 salary.
Dude,
Yo. What am I looking at? Are set to leave PlayStation and become Xbox exclusive? Huh?
Crash and Spyro.
Because Xbox wants to buy Activision?
Yes.
Well, yeah, because I think Activision owns both of them, and they were buying Activision anyways.
Oh, so I guess that makes sense.
That's a weird thing. I didn't even think about that.
It's very strange.
Crash Bandicoot and Spyro becoming exclusives. Yes, Batsy, I hope you're doing well. I'm learning that Brett has never killed anyone, but Tim might have. Nah. Nah. No, I'm just saying, fight or flight. Brett's a flight, I'm a fight. That's what's gonna happen here. Doing good on the whole, thanks. Although I feel like I'm on the edge of a cold. No! Everyone's sick. If you're sick, get out of chat.
I'm better.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out. I need to stay healthy for another day.
You're gonna get Brett sick.
Yeah.
But no, Susie, I hope you're not getting sick. It's that time though. As the weather changes, so do our lives.
How great is this?
As the days of our lives. Look what Brett did.
It's a Halloween Forest shirt. But
but it's Goosum Bumpums.
Look at that. Can you guys see it?
That looks great for everybody.
Let me turn it down and keep singing the song.
Oh, it's better.
So it's a t-shirt. It's Halloween 4. But it looks like a Goosebumps book. Whatever, guys.
Okay, I was going to bring it closer.
No.
Okay.
Whatever. Nobody wants to see it. That's fine.
Fexy, welcome in.
Well, what's up? Welcome.
Did I miss Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Dude, you walked in just as we started talking about it. Haven't looked at the silly straw the same since.
Yeah.
I meant to talk about it, but we can talk about it in games. Not that I have much to say about it, but the game exists. Do you want to play it more now since watching the movie?
It's out?
No, I'm just saying it's like on its way.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely, because you know the kills are going to be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be like the whole thing. It's like how I bet that game being like the killer will be, because it's another asymmetrical, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like Texas Chainsaw, because you're going to play as the 3 clowns versus the 4 people. So it'll be cool. The balloon dog kills me every time.
The balloon dog. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Doesn't it? What's it do? Doesn't it blow up?
So they throw popcorn at them, and the boyfriend and girlfriend are running out. And she's like, "Popcorn? Why popcorn?" Like quick exposition to say what you're already thinking. And then the big clown comes out, makes a dog, and the dog sniffs the popcorn. It's like,
oh yeah.
And then like he follows them. It's so funny,
dude. The whole movie. I gotta rewatch it. It's been great. A while. Wait, we talked about Killer Clowns, GOAT movie. It's great.
It's amazing.
When I first watched the film, I ended up watching it like 6 times in a month because I kept showing other people it. Yeah, like that's the movie that you just watch with friends.
Yes.
Becomes the monthly Halloween tradition you do while like, making an apple pie or something.
Yeah.
You leave it on in the background as you put up your Halloween decorations.
Yeah, and all the sound design is so funny. There's like doink, and then the guitar from the theme song is just so hilarious.
The theme song's great too. The behind the scenes stuff is quite interesting. They cut out a lot of stuff. Really?
Oh, I wonder if there's like a director's cut out there.
Yeah. I wonder how much a DVD would be.
That's
for the Blu-ray.
What do you think a remake would be like?
Oh my god. I wouldn't want it to be gritty. Like I wouldn't like a dark. Right. They're gonna make it like actually scary. I wouldn't want that.
Who could do it? Who could do it and make it like a modern horror comedy?
Who has directed horror comedies recently?
I mean, dude, not to be too obvious about it, but if they gave it to Raimi, to do with his resources now to redo what is already kind of in his arena.
Yeah, I think he would still like do. Would you want it to be like more bloody or scary at any point, or would you want it to be camp the entire time?
Just modernized,
because I could see him doing it, but also making it like
it would make the gore a little more intense. I think.
Yeah, but I think he would do like some genuinely scary scenes.
Yeah, like think of the weirdest parts of Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, that's what makes me. Yeah.
Those moments where you're like, except it'll make more sense in Killer Clowns.
Right.
I want that now.
That would be cool. What's he working on now? Anything? I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know actually.
But I'd like to see the behind the scenes stuff. Jean-Claude Van Damme better than Steven Seagal at least. Oh yeah. Is Steven Seagal even real?
Dude, he's real.
He's real.
He's a real person.
Tim Curry wizard movies, Discworld and The Worst Witch. I've never heard of those.
The Worst Witch.
Tim Curry wizard movies, Discworld and The Worst Witch. What it says, right?
Yo, House of a Thousand Corpses is going to be in theaters this year.
Oh,
October.
I don't think I've seen that. I remember I wasn't allowed to watch it for a long time.
Dude, we still shouldn't be allowed to watch it.
It's messed up. Yeah, there's a new Goosebumps show coming to Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah, some people are mad because it definitely looks like a different take, but some people are mad about everything.
Right, you can't do nothing.
I think it looks fun. I'm definitely intrigued. You can watch it anywhere. You can YouTube the trailer.
Yeah. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, number 1. Number 2, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
What the hell's that?
Yo, I don't know, but it makes me think of Thanksgiving, and I love Thanksgiving.
What's that new Thanksgiving movie that's coming out? I think it's literally just called Thanksgiving, but it's like a horror movie.
Yeah, I saw it too. I don't know much about it.
I don't actually. People are like, I've been waiting for this. You have?
You have? Wait a minute.
Do you remember when you looked like this?
It took me a minute. I was like, I kind of do.
Oh, that's weird. Look, I have that saved as a screenshot.
Yeah, because they're listening to us.
Fright rags.
Let's see. I just watched the Goosebumps trailer. My hype died. Oh, you're not excited about it? I gotta see it.
Why? Why'd your hype die? I'm curious.
Goomba's tough to impress.
Can I show you guys this alternate universe Tim? Dude, it legit looks like a filter.
It looks like me as an old man. Turn the brightness down a little bit.
It's even more so in person.
I need to wear my orange Dragon Ball Z shirt. That's disgusting.
Wait, can you make that face like you're looking down at something? Dude, that's you. So this is just a dude on TikTok that popped up on my feed, and I sent it to. Also, it's like a taco hack, and this looks like your kitchen.
Okay, it does.
Doesn't it look like it could be?
I see it like.
And he's eating tacos on a paper plate. Like, this is you.
What? Dude, I only eat tacos on glass.
You do use dishes. But I sent this to our family group chat, and our sister was like, what app did you use for that? And I was like, what are you talking about? Mean? I was like, Bailey, this is a human person. This is another person that's not Tim.
Well, what do they say? That there's 5 doppelgangers of you out there in the world?
5?
I think so.
Really?
That there's 5. Or maybe that was something they said in How I Met Your Mother. So that there's a doppelganger of every character or something.
I apparently go to church with and am friends with one of mine, but I don't see it. It's very weird.
But everybody else sees it.
This dude's family thought I was him.
Oh my god!
He didn't even live here. He lived in California.
Oh, I think you've told this. About it before. Yeah. But talk about it again.
Well, it's just weird. Like I did not meet the dude forever, like months and months.
Right, and I think
knew his family.
And they were super happy you were there or something. And
well, they would come up to me and be like, "You look so much like my son," and I didn't know. I'm like. Is that a thank you or like what do you? Oh, really? Like,
wow,
so weird. It wasn't like awkward or anything, but I was like, oh shoot, I don't really know what to say to that. So then I met him months later. What's very strange is like personality wise, interests wise, even like life history wise. Yeah, we are very similar.
That's
like
weird,
spookily similar. He'll be describing something to me like about the way
I gotta meet him.
He thinks or something. I'm curious what you would think. I could probably find a picture of him, but. He'll be describing something to me about the way that he thinks, and I'll be like, yeah, that sounds like you're in my brain. So that stuff is
creepy.
Weird. But even like strangers, like we both were playing a set together the other day, and this woman walks in who was doing sound, and she was like, are you guys twins? And he looked at me and he was like, I'm starting to think so, because they all say it to him too. Yeah. Like, it's so weird, but I don't see it, so I wonder, but you see it in this guy, right? That he kind of looks like an alternate universe you.
Yeah, but like older and
like it doesn't look exactly like you.
But I see it.
So I'm like, do you know when you see your doppelganger always, or I don't know?
Yeah, I don't know, because you don't want to believe. Like, it depends on what the person's like or whatever. But sometimes it's hard to believe that that's what you're like or how people perceive you.
Right.
So you're like, I don't want to be. But that, like, I mean, who knows? The guy sounds cool.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
It's funny because I saw him and I was expecting like a mirror to walk in the room. Yeah. But I was like, I mean, I guess. I a little bit, but yeah. So that's funny. But outside of that, I don't think I've ever met anyone who I think looks just like me. But you got to get together with this taco guy.
I know. What do you have his name saved?
It's Fangoria that does it.
Fangoria. So remember that for the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. I forgot we're not.
I know that was a whole podcast segment. Not on.
That's all right. That's for these guys too.
Yeah. Here to say hi, brother Brett.
Hello, Snoop.
Snoop.
What's up, buddy?
I wanted a Killer Clowns 2 for the longest time, but now I think it's best left in the past.
I think you're right, Goomba.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like lightning in a bottle. It was great at the time.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that'll capture it now is the game. I think they can recapture it.
Games are the move.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's it for something that has that kind of nostalgia, making it in the same platform again.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe just a different medium. Like I would watch a show.
Yeah, that's
They announce like a limited series.
They do that a lot too.
Yeah.
But that would be the same thing because now you'd
still have to capture it.
Yeah.
But I'd feel safer with them doing like a limited run show than them doing a whole new movie for some reason.
Yeah. I bet budget wise it'd probably be smarter too.
Probably.
I don't know. Is it more expensive to do a show or a movie?
More hours on a show probably.
But movies generally
bigger production. But I think you're right about the game. That's how you can put campiness in a game, and like you said on the last episode, gameplay is king. So if the gameplay is good, the tone of
plus they have the original creators back.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I don't know if it's gonna have like a new story mode or like it's a pseudo sequel. I remember it was a big deal that the creators came back because they were doing something with it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
That's exciting.
What the point of them was, but
what's the point of them?
Yo, The Worst Witch. I used to watch that as a kid. I had the books too. Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
I watched it every Halloween.
Do you guys know what Scary Godmother is? Do you know what that is?
That's the Cartoon Network show?
I guess. Someone suggested it today, and I had never heard of it. Yeah,
so I think it was a Cartoon Network like animated movie, and they did a couple. But yeah, she was like, this little girl was being bullied by her like older brother and his friends. And so the scary godmother came in and started like playing tricks on them, and she went to this like fantasy world with like a werewolf and stuff. It was cool. I liked it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was fun. I don't know if it was good, but it was fun.
But it was fun. Yeah, those can be different things.
That Tim Curry's. Now I want to see these movies. It looked like it was taking it too seriously. The Goosebumps. Yeah, but it
is taking it seriously.
I would say the originals like tried to be serious. I mean they were goofy, but I still think about like
you're right. They were taking it serious.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, like the haunted mask.
Carly Beth.
Carly Beth. I always want to say Mary Ellen, but that's Slappy.
Oh, right.
Mary Ellen.
I think you do have to, and Tim, you can weigh in on it afterwards, or even if you want to watch it now, you can. But I think you do have to take into account that they're trying to appeal to multiple audiences. So like, I'm stoked about it. My kids are also super amped on it,
which is good.
And and it's different. It's not going to feel like the old show. But unless you didn't like the old show, I'm sorry, I don't know who it was.
It was Goomba?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
It's a great time.
So, because I can see how it's kind of a Mutant Mayhem thing, where some people are like, this isn't really for me.
Yeah, it's a little too like far removed.
Because this does feel modern, but it's got Justin Long in it.
Yep.
Which I mean, that's a pointed decision.
Right.
He's been in a lot of good horror movies.
Yeah, when you see him, you know you're in for a spooky time.
Yeah.
Tim's taco hack: add extra beans. Oh, my sounds aren't working, but just know I would do farts.
Beans.
I mean, they are working, but I have them shut off for the podcast. Beans. You should make a call out for your doppelgangers and see who replies. That's the power of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
Be like, send us your. A lot of people see people similar to me.
We found another one on TikTok.
Yep.
We have a video on our TikTok at the Keep Up Podcast that we found someone that looks like Tim, and we dressed you up like him and everything.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was a good one. So there's a lot of me's out there. I don't know if there's a lot of Bretts, but
I don't know.
I like all doppelgangers should meet up and fight to be the ultimate one.
That makes sense.
That's messed up. So many cool doppelgangers will die. How about we work together? Why do we have to fight? Can we just like make pies or chicken?
And then you fight another team of doppelgangers.
Right. Then I'll fight. I'll fight like the evil Tims.
Dopped v. Dops.
Is that proof that we're in a simulation?
Could be.
I feel like it would be a bad simulation if they eventually hit a point where they had to recreate things.
Well, maybe multiple players just use like the same character template.
Gotcha. There's only so many possible combinations.
So many, yeah.
Scary Godmother is so good.
So good. All right, I gotta watch it.
I mentioned the show when looking for the horror game that didn't exist. I'll give Goosebumps a shot. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, as long as you give it a shot, that's what life's all about.
You could be right, Goomba, to brush it off. It could be bad.
Because you don't want to have high hopes for it and it to let you down. Better to have low hopes.
Yeah.
tiny hopes.
I suppose, yeah, because I do this thing where I'm like stoked on it, and then it's Resident Evil on Netflix. But
No.
I will say I should get specific because I watched this and the tone could be. No, that's how I feel every time I think about it. The tone I'm a little concerned about because it is. I want the humor to land. I'm okay with like youthful humor and stuff. Like the Are You Afraid of the Dark minis were doing that.
Yeah,
but it was still funny, you know. Or even what's the one that was based on the game that I love? Costume Quest.
Yes.
It's youthful humor.
Dude,
but
I forgot about that.
Great. Have you watched them all?
Not all of them.
2 seasons and a special. It's great. You guys should absolutely watch those if you're a fan of cartoons.
Amazon Prime original.
Yeah.
Of all places.
I know. So weird. But yeah, so this has like youthful, like teenage humor, or teenage level like jokes. It's appealing to that audience, and sometimes that stuff lands, sometimes it doesn't. So it's like I just want that humor to be good and not cheesy.
Yep.
So I'm a little concerned about that. Stoked about Justin Long, and it looks like it's one of those stories like the movie where it's not individual. So I was excited at the idea of an anthology.
Yeah,
and
that's what I thought they were doing.
I don't think it is. Not based on this trailer.
Okay.
Unless they're going to set up an overarching story and then sort of give us an anthology.
Yeah, they could do it like Are You Afraid of the Dark style, where they like set up the story.
Right. And
then they play the scary episode.
Right.
And then the real world gets affected in some way.
There is a way that I can see based on what they show us in the trailer that they could do that. So, but yeah, so I definitely get having some concerns. It's not a perfect trailer by any means, but I'm excited to watch it. Yeah.
Well, I'll check it out after the podcast.
What are we going into?
Video games, yep.
You told me to save something for the podcast. I don't remember what it was.
The Instagram. The Instagram site for the
yes, it's Fangoria. That shares, so it's monthly, what's streaming monthly for horror movies. New horror movies that were added to each streaming. So new stream, it's monthly streaming. It's monthly streaming horror on Fangoria.msn at
MSN.
Remember MSN?
Yeah, Messenger.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Messenger.
So let me see. I want to look what they listed because there's so many streamers.
There's so many streamers.
Oh, apparently I took this. What month is it?
September,
August. So I took this a little over a year ago. A couple screenshots. So yeah, they're just at Fangoria on Instagram. So they do Shudder, which gets its own whole page, and then another page they do Arrow. I don't even know what that is.
Green Arrow, Brett, the spinoff.
Netflix, Tubi, Shout Factory TV, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO Max.
Wow.
Screambox, Paramount Plus, and Peacock, and they list everything that's listed each month.
You know, I never looked at Screambox.
Yo, The Mummy's on. I've been wanting to watch The Mummy.
The original, or
The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I've been dying.
Oh, so not the original.
Oh no! Sorry.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I want to watch a new one with Tom Cruise.
I do too.
Even if it's gonna be terrible.
Maybe should that be the one that we watch when we get together to do the October special? Like if we get together for a Saturday,
we're gonna watch The Mummy. We always watch bad movies together anyways. So.
I know, we might as well keep up.
That's our record.
Dude, I scrolled by Dashcam the other day.
Oh, dude. Skinamarink, Dashcam. What else did we watch? Oh. Weird. Mike?
I got it.
Okay.
It was a weird little buzzy fart noise that was happening. I fixed it though. That's why we bring headphones. Every movie Edward told us to. Love you, Edward.
Oh yeah, we watched some.
What were some of the harsher ones that he sent us? Dead Girl.
Dead Girl. That one. So we watched it on our own, but we were like texting. Each other.
That's right. That's right.
Like back and
Dude,
forth.
there were some funny screenshots. We were sending each other.
Dude, the chair.
The chair. That's my favorite scene. Edward, I hope you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The dude's in a robe sitting on the chair. He's become like the Don.
What about the one where the guy was like torturing these people? That was the one we watched. Yeah. Because there's
watching that one with you I was like
that was a bad choice.
Yeah. Demon Wind.
Oh my god,
Demon Wind was fun.
That was fun because I already saw it and I got to watch you watch it.
Watching it together was really funny.
Oh shoot,
that was a great one. Didn't Demon Wind 2 just come out or something?
God, I hope not.
Or something's happening. Like I think Edward told us. But anyways, every movie. I don't think we've watched a movie in a while that we were both like, that ruled.
That was amazing.
And I was stoked about Skinamarink, but
yeah.
that was not it. And Dashcam had some great ideas.
It did.
but
It like
was not
no,
enjoyable
it was
to
that
watch.
freaking lady.
Yeah, it was rough. I feel bad because I saw her. She was getting roasted pretty hard online.
I thought you were gonna say you saw her in person.
Yeah, I ran into her and I was like, "Hey, bad move."
I'm sorry.
No, she's like, I think I want to say she does. Well, she's definitely an actress, and I think she does music too.
Did she do comedy? Oh no, it was music because they had her do her whole like rap at the end of the.
Yeah, but I don't think
movie.
that's her normal situation.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It was
But-
convincing.
And I felt bad because on her personal Instagram, like people go over there and like attack her for
Shoot.
it, and it's like I wasn't a fan, but
Yeah, I'm not
she's
gonna
a
go
real
out of
person,
right.
like,
I'm not gonna go
so-
out of our way to make someone
Yeah.
feel bad.
But yeah, I feel like I know it can't be good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But how does a mummy movie with Tom Cruise fail on all
Yeah, like what?
fronts? Like,
Where could it go wrong? But that you
Right.
know, we're asking,
and we're always surprised.
we're always surprised.
here's where it goes.
Here's what's wrong. Yeah, because it feels like it almost got like buried. Like
Yeah.
you can't.
Was that your stomach?
Yeah, holy crap.
I heard it through.
I either had to fart really, I either had to fart really
crazy.
bad, or I'm super hungry. I can't tell yet. But yeah, you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like they're like this didn't exist. What are you
That's crazy.
stupid? You stoopy? Speaking of stoopy
Yeah.
and things not existing,
hmm
I've been playing Mortal Kombat 1
Fantastic.
nonstop.
Which exists and isn't stupid.
No, it's neither.
Got it.
It's
Can I eat one of these caramels again?
yeah. Please, I expected you. I almost left it open for you to take one.
Trying to taunt me.
Yeah,
Did you poison it?
yeah, with extra salt.
So tell me how good it is. I hate that we're getting into the era of games that I can't play. I have to upgrade my console.
It came quicker than I thought.
Jazz took his. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz took his console up to his room. So
The end of that,
I know.
dude. Ask for one for Christmas this year.
All right.
That's my advice.
Think Shannon will get me one?
No, but it's good to ask and hope.
Why won't he get me one? They literally build them at the factory. Dude.
I don't know. You ask Santa. It's not. I'm not.
I will. Like
Was there more to
they
that?
got a workshop where they just build stuff.
Right.
Like if that's all I want,
It's easy.
and he doesn't bring it,
He just needs a couple electronic parts.
which he definitely has guys.
Right. He's got guys who can build it.
He's got elves.
Yeah.
It could be girls.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know the gender of the electronics department.
No.
In the North Pole.
That's the thing. You don't need to know it though.
No, it doesn't matter.
No.
I'll support anyone who's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to build me a current console.
That's it. You just need. Would you choose an Xbox over a PS5?
I think I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I think I would go PS5.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
As much as I'm really enjoying Game Pass and the Xbox and everything, I just like any opportunity I get to get a physical game or just a game on PlayStation.
Mhm.
I go for PlayStation.
Did you get Mortal Kombat on PlayStation?
I did not.
Is it on PlayStation?
It is, but I share an Xbox.
Oh, that's right.
I do the game share with my friends. So.
It slapped my own leg so hard. I hear that.
Bam!
So it rules.
It rules. And I was left, I wouldn't say I was sour on the last game, but I just felt like the last Mortal Kombat, I was just like, meh.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the combat. I really was sick of the armor system. They
Mm.
introduced that in Injustice 2, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 10. But, like, essentially, they would just keep throwing armor at you to, like, make your character stronger.
Yes. Yes.
And that would be like how you play online. That would be how you do everything. And I just found that system so annoying because I just want to like pick a character and fight.
Right. It was different aesthetics though, right?
Yeah, like it would change.
In Injustice 2, I thought that was really cool.
Visually,
Visually.
cosmetically, it was great.
But the mechanics of it are super frustrating because if you
Yes.
just fight someone who's been Hellboy for 3.5 years.
right, they just have like all the top gear.
Yeah.
And there's like a significant difference in,
Mhm.
in levels. So I always found that system to be annoying. And like when I would do like get rewards for stuff,
Yeah.
it just always felt like superficial because I would have to wait until I get the next armor. So even if I had something that looked really cool,
You couldn't use it yet.
I either could use it, but then the next armor I get would be stronger than it.
Oh,
So then I would never look like how I want to look. And I mean, there were
Oh,
ways.
right.
There were ways to go about it. Of course, I think there was a way you could like transmogrify your stuff, but it was, anyways, it was a way complicated system for a fighting game where I just wanted to punch people.
Yeah, right.
You know, at the end of the
Also,
day,
what does transmogrify mean?
that is such a video game slash nerd term.
What language are you speaking?
So transmogrifying is when you take an object, leave it whatever level it is, but change it to look like something else. So like say you have a blue hat in a video game, you can, a lot of games, mostly RPGs or like MMOs or whatever, will let you keep its level, but you can change it into like a crown or you can reshape it to be a new thing, but it'll keep all the same stats. Exactly.
Okay.
So that's the thing. I think it existed in like Diablo when it first existed.
Yeah. So that actually was a legitimate annoying thing, because I remember in Injustice 2.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, well, I want to look like this, but it's weaker.
Right.
But
so now I got to switch my armor and stuff.
So did they just can that system altogether?
Yeah. So that's the big thing, is this is a like a soft reboot, I guess, and it's very back to basics. However, the massive change is the cameo system, which is Marvel vs. Capcom, where you can call in someone to come and do something in the game.
You can't switch
swap.
character.
Can't swap. It's just like coming in to help. But it's cool because they have 4 different attacks. So there's a grab. There's usually a range move. Sometimes they'll like put up a shield. Depends on who you pick.
Sure.
So the roster itself is a blend of new and old, which you always want.
Love that.
And then a ton of the classic characters are put in the cameo slots. So for instance, Sonya Blade, Kano, Jax. They're all cameos.
So you can't actually play as them.
Can't play as them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So a bold move.
Yeah.
Which for me paid off, because I usually play as Sonya, as Jax, and in the previous games, Jackie, which is Jack's daughter.
Yes. Like, Jackie was awesome. I played as her.
She was really cool. Cassie Cage, like the new generation. Obviously, because it's a reboot, none of those characters are there.
Right.
So what's cool about removing some of the long-standing characters is you'll want to try new characters.
Sure.
It's like, well, I don't have my usuals.
Right.
And the new characters feel great.
Awesome.
Some are really fast, some are slow and strong. Like it's a good selection of characters that all have such different moves.
Yeah, and you can find what really works for you.
Exactly.
What fighting style do you like so far?
Like, what do you mean?
Playing a fast?
Yeah, fast. Yeah. I go fast, and what's really cool about it is I felt like in the last couple Mortal Kombats, I wasn't ever really good at them. Like I did fine. Like I would play through the story mode and do good.
Sure.
But anytime I played online, I got like trashed. Really bad.
Yeah, you were all done with like NetherRealm for a minute.
Yeah, like I'll always do the story. I didn't want anything else to do with it. I didn't want to do the extra modes or anything. So and I think it was just like I didn't like how the combos came together. It was all just like, I don't know, it just didn't feel great.
Yeah.
And this one feels amazing. Like I could not put it down.
That's awesome.
And maybe it's just because the combo system finally clicked. But it feels very fast.
Yeah.
And that's what I like in my fighting games.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that. That was always the thing is, Tekken, Street Fighter, they're faster paced. Mortal Kombat feels heavier overall. It's more, it feels, there's more realism there. Is that still maintained? Like, does it still feel like really hard hitting when you hit someone? Like you feel that?
Oh, nothing hits harder than an uppercut.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
It's so chunky.
You need that.
So yeah, that's all there. It feels heavy but faster.
Okay.
And
unlockable characters?
There is one for beating the story, which I think the last game had it too.
You think they're gonna have DLC?
For sure. So they announced the first season pass already.
Yeah.
Omni-Man.
Who the hell's that?
From
I don't know who that
from
is.
Invincible.
I'm thinking Mortal Kombat. I'm like, they don't usually name characters.
It's like, who the hell's Omni-Man?
Yeah.
So Omni-Man, Homelander from The Boys.
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Oh my.
Yeah, and then Ermac.
What a lineup.
Yeah, which Ermac's already in the game. You just can't play as him. He's like a villain. You fight him in the story mode. But
is Reptile in the game?
Yes, and he is by far one of the best characters in it.
He's been my favorite forever.
So,
I love that he's just automatically in it now.
Yes,
he started as like
and so the best part is so far the story mode for me. Yeah, because a ton of characters who are villains are no longer villains. Oh. At least how the story goes. Yeah. So characters that you are usually you either beat the crap out of or don't have much story. Sure. Have much more story. So like Reptile, like Baraka, like Melina. These characters are very big in the campaign. because they've been reformed to be either not necessarily good guys, but they're definitely not against you.
Anti-hero kind of vibe.
Yeah. Because of like what happens at the end of 11 and the reset and everything.
Yeah.
So, the story is very high quality, very good.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's about 8 hours. So I finished it already.
You did, yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's understandable. You're just watching like a big Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
So
sure. Yeah, you can justify it.
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
About 4 hours ago, you beat an 8-hour game.
I don't have 18 hours in it in the past 2 days. No. But yeah, I've just been,
awesome.
It's had a killer grip on me. But so right now, Kung Lao is pretty high up on my list.
Cool.
Reptile and Li Mei, she's a new character, and she's really good too.
Ooh.
So yeah, I didn't know, not that I wouldn't recommend it, like before I played, I wasn't gonna get it day one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just get to it when I get to it, because the last ones I was just kind of like,
whatever.
Yeah, again, I enjoy the campaigns, but wasn't loving it. This I wholeheartedly recommend. It is incredible, and if you were sick of the older stuff,
still a good.
Like it's a great starting point because of the refresh. Because of the new fighting systems, which not a ton change, but there's no background things for you to grab. That's all completely gone.
Yeah.
Because the cameos, that's what the button is now.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So you can call them in. X-rays, which I think were pretty much gone in 11, but they exist. But the only time you can use them is when your health's really low. Okay. And then you do like, you know what the X-rays are? Those are like the literal X-ray attacks.
Yeah, right.
So
that was similar to Tekken had something like that, where it can really turn the tables. But you have to nail it timing wise, and you're basically like a hit away from death. Yeah,
so that's exactly how it is in this. It's not a system you can just do whenever.
Yeah,
you got to be pretty hurt.
I like that. I like the ability to turn it around, but it takes a little risk.
Yeah,
like
right.
That.
You had to be pretty hurt. The only thing is you don't see them very often. Like in the other one, I felt like you would.
Yeah.
Not even. I think it was Mortal Kombat 10. You would see just a ton of the X-rays because people would always have it. You had to wait for that meter to fill up. So I like it because it makes it more flashy when you're in the fights.
Right. It's a really cool animation.
Mm-hmm.
Mixes things. It's like more dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get it. You don't want it to be available all the time.
Yeah.
So I guess. But yeah, at the moment it feels good. So after you beat the main campaign, you can do it whenever, but they have this invasion mode, which plays like think of like a Mario Party style map where you're going to different nodes, but they're all fights with like these weird blends of all the characters in the game. So like there's a Sub-Zero that has electric powers, or there's a Raiden who has reptile abilities, and like so it's a cool mode where it's all these mixed match battles. Cool. And it's a full campaign in itself. It's much longer than the main story. Wow. So you go through different worlds and just like fight a bunch of guys.
With cutscenes and stuff too,
no cutscenes. No? It's just all that. But it changes every 2 months. So it's a new like adventure every time.
Masked Sub-Zero or no?
In the game or just in what I prefer? Sub-Zero is masked.
Okay.
Yeah, Scorpion's masked. Reptile's masked. What's really cool about Reptile, and I don't know, he must have done it in the other games, but his combos, he'll transform into the big reptile beast like midway through. So you do like 2 punches and then he'll transform and like his tail will come out. And yeah, maybe we'll play a game or two before you leave just so you can see it, because it is freaking dope.
That's sexy.
But yeah, I can't put it down. I am obsessed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's Super Keeper.
Yeah.
Super Keeper.
Super Keeper.
Super Keeper. Do you have, before we go off into the great blue moon of life, I don't know what that is, but
that's awesome. I'm ready to go to that.
What do you feel about people getting games a couple days early for an extra $30?
Oof.
Because it's a trend I noticed recently that games are releasing sometimes a week early, sometimes like 5 days early for the deluxe edition. So generally games go for 70. Yeah. Deluxe editions have now gone to $100. So you're spending $100 to get a game a couple days early, 5 days. Like, does it matter to you? Do you think it's like relevant? Like, do you fall anywhere on it?
I guess that's the thing for me, is like, even at my most excited for a game, waiting another 5 days is not going to ruin me. Like,
right. I think
if I have like whatever money, and I just want the game ASAP, and
Yep.
I know that the 5-day early drop, I have that night to play it.
Okay, let's throw Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
You got the money for it.
Yeah.
You got the time.
How early do I get it?
Let's say 5 days. I think it actually might have an early release as well. Like, even just like, do you think, I can't think of a game that I would,
still don't know if I do.
because to me, I'm still in the mindset of $60 for a game. So I'm not going to spend an extra half of what a game is, in my head anyways, to get it 5 days early.
Right, like the 70's hard enough.
Yeah.
And to get it early, it's not like I don't have anything to play until that comes out.
Right, that's the thing. Like, there's a million things. Do I really want to jump into another game?
So I guess it doesn't make me... Obviously, there's a market for it if they're doing it and people are buying it.
Right.
And I was going to say, like, I wish it was cheaper, but if it was like $10-15, then everyone would do it, and they would just have, like, an earlier release date at that point.
Right, that's the thing. Like, why not just release the game early if it's playable at least 5 days earlier?
Where it's maybe annoying, depending on, like, your internet usage and stuff like that, is, let's say, like, The Last of Us 3 comes out, and a bunch of people are buying it early.
Yeah.
That's an extra week you need to, like, avoid the internet.
That's I think that's the whole reason why I think people are, or not why they're doing it, but a huge reason is so people can get the jump on it, and make content. I think a big push is content,
for sure,
that people can stream it. Oh, I got the 5 days early access to this game.
Now, I will say this, what would be a smart move as a content creator, it could be worth the investment.
Right.
Because if the day it comes out, you have like 5 fully edited videos to release every day that week.
Yep.
That's a move.
Because that's a way for people, because a lot of the times to get it early, you have to be like, you have to have a really high subscriber count somewhere,
right?
Know the right people, and then hope they give it to you. Like, even with me in Capcom, I traditionally will get it like a day early, which is great. That is cool. I think it's amazing. But like, for content perspective, like, having a game a day early is way different from 5 days.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, like, for that, now that I'm thinking about it in those terms, like Alan Wake, if I could spend $30 and I had the time to play, record, and edit, and have videos ready for the YouTube
You can do Let's
channel.
Plays, you can do reviews, like, you can make a lot of content in 5 days. So that's just, I think it's just a funny reflection on like where gaming is.
I know, yeah, it's very interesting.
That developers are like, oh, people will drop an extra $30 to get this early.
Oh my gosh.
And like, I mean, you go to Twitch and you'll see, you know, thousands of people playing Mortal Kombat because it comes out today, but people have been streaming it for the past week.
That's crazy.
People have finished the story. People have like done
so nuts,
everything.
That's no extra work for the developers or anything.
No,
it's just like, here you go.
Yeah. Now, granted, that's usually not the only benefit. Like with Mortal Kombat, you also get the first season pass. So you get the 4 extra characters. You get 1,000 credits, which are
in-game currency.
Yeah, which you can use to buy outfits.
Cool.
So I think that equates to $10. So it, like, you know, it usually evens out. So the early access is kind of like more of a bonus than anything, but it's just an interesting trend I've noticed.
That is really interesting. And I should clarify, like, I'm sure there's back-end setup that needs to happen in order to release it to only certain people.
Plus, it honestly probably benefits them because they have a smaller pool of people playing their game early. So if there's glitches, if there's bugs, if there's issues, those people will figure it out before everybody else.
People are smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because, like, when I think back in the day when you got a deluxe edition or special edition, you know, it would always just come with, like, you get cool extras.
Cool stuff.
But because people just buy games digital, they had to think of new ways to make digital incentives.
That's 100% what it is. Yeah. That's really interesting. Yeah. So I say if it's something you want to do, for me, only if I could put it to use. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm happy to play it when it's officially released.
Yep. Because I'm always so behind in so many games that I don't need a game early because I'm not dying for it. You know.
Right.
The only thing I would do it for is a Sonic game because I would absolutely make content out of it.
Yeah.
I would stream early. Like I could definitely make use of it.
Yeah.
But most other things, I just like.
That's the first argument for it that I've heard that would make sense for me. Is if I could have that ready to go to time with the actual release. Yep. That'd be worth it as like a content creator. Yeah. But outside of that, I'll wait. I'll play it with everybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No need to rush. Got to be careful for spoilers though. Nowadays.
That's the main thing. Yeah.
You got to be careful a week early. And some people don't even know they come out. I didn't know Mortal Kombat came out early.
I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known that.
Yep.
I wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't have known.
I wouldn't have known that.
No.
I wouldn't have known that.
I probably would have known if it had like Sonic music. But otherwise,
I still wouldn't have known.
No.
I wouldn't have known.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to know things.
I wouldn't have.
Because we can just go play it right now.
Can we?
Yeah.
Are we done?
I think we're good.
Hey, you guys are the coolest. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm not overthinking. I'm just genuinely saying I'm sorry if my energy was a little down.
Dude, I think you came in here and you're like, I'm tired, I'm busy. But not busy, but like I got like I'm busy.
I walk in your room and go, Tim, leave me alone.
I'm so busy. Why are you doing these things? but dude, not even 10 minutes in, you're like, what's up, Mikey?
That's the energy.
That's the Italian meatball in my blood.
That's the spaghetti nonsense.
Ooh.
So, all right, good. I'm glad I brought it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys are the greatest for hanging out with us. Everybody in stream, thank you so much. Tim's going to do what's called End Babble to take us out here in a minute. So if you're still with us, drop some random words and phrases, and I'll give Tim a concept to run with in Babble.
Yeah, throw some words out there for End Babble.
End Babble. Again, you guys can hang out with us all over the place at the Keep Up Podcast. That's on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
We've been making reels.
We have been making
posting reels.
Yep. Content. It's been really fun.
Patreon.
Yes, patreon.com/thekeepup. We are going to be adding there soon. We're putting together a schedule so we can put out more content on YouTube. Lately, it's been mostly the VOD. Like you just get this podcast streamed for later viewing if you don't catch it live. But we have heard some feedback from you guys, which has been awesome.
Right.
About what kind of stuff you'd want to see on the YouTube channel. So we're going to add to the Patreon for the $1 tier that you guys can vote on what kind of content you want to see for either that week or that month. I haven't figured that out yet, but
or that year.
Yeah, you get to pick one thing for the year.
Yeah.
And then we never talk to you again.
That is the end of it. Thank you for the input.
But if you don't follow us on the socials, definitely do, because we're going to be posting a promo for our October special soon. And that is fully generated by you guys, the listeners and viewers and friends and family and foes, if they're cool enough to like maybe we don't get along a ton, so that we use the word foes, but like it's going to be fine and we respect each other mutually.
Right.
Everybody.
Respect is just as full of a cup as disrespect.
100%. Tim, speaking of disrespect,
yes,
where can everybody find your other stuff?
You guys can find me at Collection Revolution on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, and you can find me at Collect Revo on X.
Let's go, dude.
On stupidx.com.
Stupidx.com.
Is that what the official website is?
Stupidx.com.
Stupidx.com.
I don't know, actually. Still Twitter?
I don't think if you type in Twitter, I wonder what shows up.
It's got to be that. I'm sure they held on to the domain.
That
would be ridiculous for them.
It would be so stupid.
If they didn't, I'm buying it immediately.
Dude, you can
put the Keep Up Podcast.
When you type in Twitter,
the biggest podcast on the planet.
That would be amazing.
We beat Rogan numbers day one.
Yo, day one. They're like, well, I'm already here. I typed in Twitter, but I'll check these guys out.
Might as well watch this hour-and-a-half podcast.
Speaking of an hour-and-a-half podcast,
yeah,
where can everyone find you, Brett?
You can find me at This Drink I Like It on Instagram. There's a link tree there that will take you to all my other work. Specifically right now, if you're into spooky stuff, you can follow me at Brett in the Dark. That'll be in the link tree.
And he's been streaming, guys.
Yeah.
I've seen him.
He has. He's seen me. And I'm working on some YouTube videos that'll be out soon. And I also will have a new song probably in October. I'm desperately hunting for videographers right now.
Hello, Spookum.
So have you heard the new song?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, I have it with me. I'll show you. So yeah, you can find all that stuff, my music, other podcasts, all that at This Drink I Like It on Instagram. Nobody has it doesn't look like we have any words or phrases in the chat,
so you're gonna have to go.
I'm freestyling.
You're going classic
style. So Tim, your theme is Clown Face Nugget Farm.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. It's been episode number 260. We love you. Bye.
Little Johnny puts his favorite video game on his television. Clown Face. The video game, in which this game has you play as a clown who is one giant head, and he eats all his enemies. Like the classic Nugget Nelly. grown on the farm of forgetfulness, or the creamy camp of Strattonford. Plenty of locations in Little Johnny's favorite video game, Face Clown. Clown Face. What the hell was it called? But be careful of the final level, because if you beat it without dying, your face gets sucked into the television, and you become Clown Face. And so I'll leave you with this. Playing cursed video games isn't a bad thing. Because if you're cursed, you don't have to do homework. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
You like the sound design?
It was great. I want you to do that every time.
Deal.
I think we're caught up. Should meet and fight. Mention the
That's it.
show. That's it. Yo. Hey, I appreciate everyone being here. We're gonna close down. I'm super hungry.
Yeah.
I think that's what my tumbly grumblies was.
Yes.
My tumble grumbles. But I appreciate everyone being here, being fantastic. Brett, you look bald right now.
Do I?
Yeah, you look like a kid about to go to like a baseball
I got a
game.
haircut.
Yo.
But it was all messed up from work, so y'all don't get to see it.
Oh, y'all don't get to see it.
Y'all don't get to see that.
Well, thanks for being here, everybody.
Thank you guys.
You rock.
You do.
And roll.
You do.
And Brett, tossing the computer. We're gonna raid. But I will be back tomorrow. What the hell am I playing tomorrow, Brett?
It's a Chainsaw Massacre.
No. Oh, that's a good call, though. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
What'd you call me?
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
What'd you call me?
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Nothing. Oh, God. Brett broke his legs.
shoot.
When's the last time you stood up, Brett? Oh, God. He can't even walk. Look how old he is.
Today, it does feel like it. I usually deny it.
But today feels like.
But today I was like, okay, so all I did to hurt my knee was stand up and look slightly to the left. And my knee was like, don't do that! I was like, why?
That's illegal!
That's what you're for.
Yo, we got our Bro Crow on, so we're gonna raid just Bro Crow. Yep. Bro Crow. Yo, he's playing Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. Don't ask, Brett. Don't ask, don't tell.
Donut.
But again, thanks everyone for being here.
Yeah, thanks guys.
You smell like beans, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So until next time, don't forget to braid your butt hair. Bye.
I think you laughed before you got that out.
Because it was funny.